like to appreciate
advisors.
Prior to the
Council, the irreplaceable MBD, Babangida Chambers. Your Excellency, it will interest you to know that this chairman, for his remark.
Dr. Kelvin Ezenyili decided to change the narrative.
And no legislative arm that will operate here will be able.
I thought PRO to go and tell you this one.
I must truly state that this is the first time I'm seeing such a wonderful building dedicated to the legislative arm. But I must thank the council chairman for taking such a bold decision, especially at this time. Many local government councils are not very comfortable with their finances. It's about superior thinking. It's about superior management of scarce resources available to local government councils at this point in time. But the council chairman, working with the rest of the executive of the local government, the management of Oshimili South Council and the legislative arm inclusive, that they've tried to do their best to manage the resources that is available to them. And I hope you will continue to ensure the best of you is given to the Shimlisa people in the course of your tenure in office. This is important because the legislative arm is a very important arm in any democracy. Unfortunately, our democracy is still growing as a nation, but I believe that with this edifice that is here, the legislators will actually know that they have a role function in the local government council, and I hope that the bylaws that they're put to pass in these legislative chambers with other oversight functions will enable Oshimili South to grow beyond the level of growth at the moment. The council, of course, because they are the host of the seat of governance in Delta State, obviously has several ways that they normally collaborate with the state government. There is no doubt that Asaba itself and the Capital Territory as it stands in a larger note is about the fastest growing in terms of development across this nation. It's the fastest growing capital city in Nigeria. And we thank God for what we see, because it's not just about government being able to bring development by providing the enabling environment. We have also tended to, through our efforts at peace building, to attract a lot of people from other states to Asaba and the Capital Territory. Obviously, Capital Territory is expanding by the day. We have continued to stay focused on the need to bring the needed development in Asaba and the Capital Territory in such a way that it becomes more and more attractive to others across the country to see Asaba as a place to visit.
The legislative building was conceived and executed as a project of Oshimili South local government area to provide a conducive working environment for our councillors with a view to improving the performance of the councillors and enhancing councillors' overall quality. of governance, the ultimate objective being the development of South and the well-being of the people of the local government area. Before now, Your Excellency, apart from the leader of the House, no councillor had an office. Most of them stay under the tree to perform their official duties. It's against this backdrop that we decided to create a conducive working environment to enable our legislators make good laws for the good people of Oshimili South by providing a befitting space and friendly working environment for them. The legislature is an arm of local government and deserves a befitting complex, especially as Oshimili South is the mother of all council. As the local government housing the seat of power of Delta State, this edifice, Your Excellency, is second to none in the entire 25 local governments of the state and Nigeria at large. It is therefore our firm belief that this new complex will enhance the capacity of the legislators, legislative staff, and the entire political class to perform their duties effectively and efficiently, and will in no doubt motivate them towards development, career growth, and job satisfaction. At the inception of this administration, Your Excellency, it became expedient to prepare a development plan which we tag the YPEP agenda, with its main focus on youth and women empowerment, peace and security, environmental sanitation, primary health care, structural development, amongst others. Which plan would be a veritable tool or a compass to navigate the actualization of the social and economic development of the local government. This administration thus far will set up seasoned and esteemed personalities as members of our economic team. We've inaugurated members of the Advisory Council Committee, headed by Obueshi Ejiofonya, and the Vice is High Chief Edwin Ozo, amongst others. This administration has purchased a 500 kVA standby generator to provide uninterrupted power supply to the entire Secretariat. We are collaborating with security personnel by ensuring periodic meetings are held monthly with all security personnel and agencies in the local government to ensure safety in the local government, providing the basic need for vigilante groups. We are partnering with the private sector in a PPP arrangement to improve the infrastructural development of council land by revamping and reconstructing the local government staff quarters.